Hey, welcome everyone. This is Rick, and today we're out at the Ponderosa Horse Ranch in sunny north central Florida. And today I wanted to do a review on the new upgraded version of the Syma X5C-1. I know there had been some bad reviews on this particular quadcopter's predecessor, the original X5C, and I wanted to get one from GearBest and do a review on it since they've made the improvements. And I've been flying it the last few days, and I tell you, I'm quite impressed with it. I believe Syma has fixed all these stabilization problems, range problems, and today I wanted to do a review of it. We got a little bit of a wind out here today, but that will also be a good test for the X5C. So what we'll do first is we'll go over the quadcopter itself. And this is the Syma X5C, and it does come with a 2 GHz camera, which is I thought was a nice addition, you know. And it does have an on-off switch, which is a nice thing I like. Syma also supplies you with a 4 GB SD card. Thank you, Syma. Thank you, GearBest. And it also comes with a card reader, a USB charger, and one LiPo battery that is a 3.75 megahertz battery. Now, today I'm also going to try this other smaller version of the 3.7 and that I got off another one of my quadcopters. Now the good things and the bad things about this quadcopter, first of all, is the charger. Okay, this is the little charger that you get. It doesn't come with a plug in the wall. You have to plug this in the computer to charge your batteries, and it takes about 2 hours, hour 45 minutes, 2 hours, depending on the charge of what's left in the battery to charge it. Now, what GearBest offers is this IMA B6 charger that GearBest sells, LiPo balance charger. And it comes with adapters for just about any quadcopter you got. This is a great deal. I love this little charger right here. You can usually get a charging on this battery in about 20 minutes. You know, could only do one at a time, but you know, this is a great little charger, and it balances the cells. So this is a great little item to get. Now, this doesn't come with this X5C. This is just something that I recommend you getting if you're going to get into the quadcopter hobby, is to get a really good balanced charger, and GearBest does offer that. And I'll leave a link in my video showing where you can get that. To get back to the rest of the review here. Now, this is the Syma 4-channel controller. Okay, you've got 2 modes on this controller, where you've got beginner and you've got expert. We got a little bit of breeze out here at the ranch today, and Jasper's over there checking out the horses. And the main controls on this thing, like I say, first of all, was the beginner and intermediate. You've got your forward and back trim and your left and right trim. The trim button over here that normally controls the throttle trim, this is your camera controller. You push down to videotape, and you push up to take a still photo. Okay, so that's about covers the controller. First thing we do is we turned on the quadcopter here, and I'm going to turn on the controller, and I'm going to arm the controller here. Let's do a prop test. Alright, we got a prop test here. Okay, making sure this controller is all the way down, because these blades can get you. And if you look here, there's a green LED light that's on the camera, and when you push down the throttle trim, you'll see it turns red. Turns red and it starts to blink, so you know it is definitely recording. Alright, let's go out and have a flight, and we'll see how this camera holds up, and see if we got any kind of jello problems. So, and here we go. First thing we want to do is we're going to arm the quadcopter. And first of all, I'm going to run this thing in low and see how it does. Alright. And let's get the quad right here in front of us, and we'll do a little trim work here. Seems to be going a little bit to the right, so I'm going to trim it. Alright. That looks pretty good. It seems to be holding a really good position here. Let's yaw it around. Really good. Really good. Very stable little quad. I'm really liking this little quad so far. And let's yaw it out. Send it out. It's always a good idea to... We got a breeze coming from the southwest today. And now I'm going to engage the camera by the downward, and we'll yaw this camera around a little bit to get a view of the area. Now that I've switched over to the quad camera, and you can see that this little 2.0 megapixel HD camera does great. Shoots some really nice video, very clear. I was very pleased with the video output of this little camera. And I'm going to fly it around a little bit here, and then we'll take it back out, shoot a little more video. I didn't want to shoot too much video because I was trying to get, you know, a little bit better flight time. But all in all, the video camera on this little quad is fantastic. I highly recommend it. And we're going to bring it back in here to us. Okay, this is sitting on low setting, or what they would consider beginner setting, which it doesn't tilt very much at all. You can see it's, now I'm giving it full stick here, forward and back. So in beginner mode, you can definitely see that you don't have a lot of control here over the quad. Now we're going to stick it up into high, which is by one finger. Oh yeah, much better control, which you would consider intermediate, what I would consider intermediate, but there's only two controls. Now that's the quadcopter, just a little bit of breeze out here, and that's the quad fighting the wind here, but it seems to be doing very good. Alright, let's take it out and see what this little quad can do here. Alright, let's do a banking turn right back to us. Very nice. And another little banking turn here. Very nice. And it levels out very well. Do a little bit of yaw. Remember, we still got the camera on. Now, the camera does run off this little 3.7 500 milliamp battery. So, if when you are filming, be aware that you're going to have greatly reduced flight time. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to turn off the camera. I think we got enough video, and we're going to hopefully can get a little bit more flight time here. Now this field here is approximately 300 meters, and maybe we can do a range test here on this thing. Let me get it oriented right here. Alright, there we go. And let's do a range test on this thing. It's advertised at 70 meters here. So let's take it out here toward the field here. Like I say, this field is approximately 150 meters out. I'm about probably 80 meters out now. Wow. And I've still got control of this quad, almost 100 meters out. Wow. And she's just flying right back to me. Of course, I've got the wind. You see, folks, I'm not doing anything here. That's always why it's a really, really good idea that you fly your quads into the wind directly from me, because that is the best return to home option that any of these beginner quads have. Little flyer here. Yaw it around here. Good yaw on this little quad. Like I say, I am fighting a little bit of a wind today. So you can see that wind is just really affecting it right now. But it's doing great. It's really holding its own in this wind. I'm very pleased with it. Very stable. And I think I am just about out of juice here. Like I say, you got about a 5 to 6 minute flight on this battery pack. And we're going to bring it down here, try to land it here on the table. Oh, no luck. We're out of juice. Okay, so that concludes today's review of the Syma X5C upgraded version from GearBest. I hope you enjoyed this flight. It's been a beautiful day here in Florida. Looks like the horses are over there under the big oak tree out of the sun, because it's already November and it's still 80 degrees here, you know. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this flight, and I hope you enjoyed this review of the Syma X5C. I've got one last little surprise for you with the Syma X5C, is that it's a great little night flyer. This little Syma lights up like a Christmas tree, and with a little experience and a good area, a big open field to fly it in, like I here at the Ponderosa Ranch, we had a lot of fun flying this little thing at night. It was a lot of fun. As long as you keep the lights oriented to you, as the red was the front and the green lights are in the rear, I found it very easy to keep the orientation of this quadcopter as long as I kept the green lights facing towards me. As you will see here, I'm fixing to take it out, but I'm orienting it first. The green lights, there we go. And I'm going out a little ways, and then I'm just coming right back. A lot of fun this little quadcopter was at night. You know, I'm glad nobody didn't drive by. They probably would have thought it was a UFO. But this is a great little quadcopter, day or night. I highly recommend it as a beginner. Very quiet little quadcopter, very stable, and we had a lot of fun with it, and I hope you will too. Alright, this is Rick. Later, Gators. Bye.